After multiple episodes of Raw and SmackDown on one SummerSlam, Triple H has clearly established that he's not taking the foot off the gas in his new positions of EVP of Talent Relations and Head of Creative. The shows feel different in their production, storyline and use of underutilised talents. Since he's taken over, stars like Dakota Kai, Karrion Kross and Scarlett and Dexter Lumis, Hit Row etc. have re-signed with WWE and are in featured roles. With reports that Triple H doesn't plan on slowing down and adding talents to anytime soon, we've decided to make a list of 10 superstars who should return under Triple H. Number 10, Breezango. WWE has a history of not loving tag teams. This match is practically undisputable. However, recent audiences have seen the tag divisions on Raw and SmackDown be given more time and character work than in years past. That said, even they need a lot of work still, and Breezango could help them. The tandem of these two were a great comedic night. However, they could wrestle real matches, and given their history with former NXT Tag Team Champions, with how close Breeze is in the company, don't be surprised if these two former underutilised talents get brought back to WWE. Moving on then to number 9, that's Kylie Sucking. It's hard to believe that this was the winner of the first ever Mae Young Classic is no longer with WWE. Yeah, that's the case. Phenomenally talented and able to connect with a worldwide audience without being fluent in English, Sane quickly rose to the top of Triple H's NXTs. In that, Sane should be a prime candidate for Triple H to bring back and bolster SmackDown's women's division. If brought in, she could instantly be a top title contender and bring something different, as so much of what made her great was her uniqueness in the squared circle. Moving on then to number 8, and that's Bourne Show. And yes, Bourne Show, along with EC3, created his own wrestling promotion, control your narrative. But let's be honest, if the Monster Among Men was offered WWE contracts and a chance to return to form as WWE's top big man, it would be tough for him to pass up. While not the prototypical Triple H guy, Strowman undoubtedly brought a lot to the table during his time with the WWE. After a rough start, Strowman improved big time, becoming a special attraction in his age where there were few and far between. In his pomp, Strowman was among the most popular stars, and with a new direction, new head honcho, Strowman could reach those heights one more under Hunter. Number 7, Paige. Since 2018, Paige hasn't been cleared to wrestle and retired from in-ring competition that same year. She was SmackDown GM from April to December that year, and since then has very scarcely been on programming before she left the company in 2022. Since her initial retirement, fans have been clamouring for her to return for the ring, and all accounts suggest she's trying to get cleared. If she does get cleared, Triple H should try and add her to an already stacked women's division. Paige was often the first woman to break through in NXT, where she established a clear relationship with Hunter. In the ring or not, Paige would be a great addition to any wrestling promotion that wants her. Number 6, Kurt Angle. According to the man himself, Kurt Angle's wrestling days are over. However, Hunter should still try and bring him back to the company. Everyone knows Angle was phenomenal in ring. However, it was his character work and promo skills that made him one of the GOATs. Now with the right talent, Angle could make a fantastic manager. For example, a talent like Ronda, who Angle has history with, is supremely talented in ring, yet possesses lackluster promo and little charisma, and that could really help with Angle coming in on the mic. Book it, Hunter. We'd love to see it. Number 5, Candace LaRue. She never seemed to get her flowers in NXT. Although she was constantly a featured part of the women's division and former tag champion, she was never able to reach the top. Although her husband Gargano, LaRue didn't get released by WWE. Instead, she let her contract expire in May while on maternity leave. Being a mother now, LaRue has no interest in stepping back into a wrestling room, but in-ring talent or not, she would undoubtedly be an invaluable asset to WWE. While a return would lead to a likely similar result as her NXT run, there's no doubt Triple H would be more than happy to have her. And moving on, surprisingly, number 4, Johnny Gargano. Like his wife, Gargano was NXT's brightest star under Triple H. He's a former NXT North American tag and proper champion with the black and gold brand, truly shining as one of the best talents in the world during his time with WWE. However, Gargano hasn't been in a ring since December 2021, when he made his last appearance for the company. In the months that followed, there's rumored to be debuts for AEW whenever there is buzz around a mystery opponent, but he never appeared. That said, on the most edition of Raw, there was an array of hints that Gargano may be on his way to WWE, capped off by the return of his old stablemate Dexter Lumis. Triple H has already built back Lumis, Kai, Scarlett and Kross, so look out for the Rebel Heart to hit the red band sooner rather than later. That seems pretty sure to happen now. Number 3, Naomi. Along with Sasha Banks, Naomi walked out on the WWE just before Raw on May the 16th, relinquishing the women's tag title. Since the majorly controversial exit from the company, her status hasn't been confirmed, although it's hard to believe that the two women are no longer with the company. There is a huge negative only for WWE's women's division, but also talent pool in general. Along with Banks, Naomi is one of the best in-ring talents in the company and is hugely popular with fans. If Triple H can find a way to bring her back, she would quickly slow how the different hierarchy of power is in the company, it certainly helps that Naomi's husband, Jimmy Uso, is one half of the undisputed tag team champions. Number 2, Bray Wyatt. Bray hasn't competed in the squared circle since he lost to Randy Orton at WrestleMania 37. Shortly after this loss, Wyatt was released in July of this year, and the intrigue has surrounded one of the most interesting figures in wrestling since. Wyatt was famous for being immensely creative with his ideas for his character, and that's something WWE is missing lately. Though the return of Karrion Kross could help things. When he's on WWE programming, chances are Wyatt has the viewer's attraction, as he is truly one of the few special attractions in wrestling. Whether he is Bray or The Fiend, he could be bring a strong main event presence to Raw, currently lacking a top world champion, missing several of its top stars. And number 1, you guessed it, Sasha Banks. To think that one of the greatest and most important women's wrestlers of all time walked out of WWE at the age of 30 is almost unfathomable. What's even more unbelievable is WWE's reported mishandling of her. Banks is a massive crossover star, having appeared in The Mandalorian, the opening video package of the 2022 College Football Playoff Championship game, and mainly wildly popular YouTube TV stories like Wild 'N Out and Hot Ones in the Ring. Banks is probably the most consistent of the 4 horsewomen as well, delivering in every big match she's had. If Triple H was able to bring her back, she'd be treated like the biggest women's star in the company and top either Raw or SmackDown, though it will seem to be tough to mend a broken relationship between Banks and WWE, but if anyone can do it, it certainly is the Game. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave thoughts, comments down below. If you want to see this for daily wrestling news, subscribe to my channel, and that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace!